Yes, yes, you guys, we are back live in the building, bro. I spent like 45 minutes before the stream trying to make sure the Wi-Fi is all good. And then in the entire city, bro, the electricity cut. The whole entire electricity cut. Guys, can you hear me now? This is the building I have a view on. And as you can see, those are flashlights that are going off. But I literally went with my flashlight like this with the window to see, and all the other buildings were pitch black. And thankfully it lasted what 5 minutes, so we're back in the building now. But what did I miss, guys? What did I miss? Let me know if there were any chances while I was gone during that time. We have a chance on the counter. Oh, I nearly got fed to Frimpong. Chance! Connor Bradley! No! Connor Bradley hits the crossbar! Cody! No! Connor Bradley hits the crossbar! I just come back to that crazy piece of action. Connor again! No! Oh my goodness, what a chance! Oh my goodness. We need to sue the city, Leo. Yeah, bro, what the heck? It's because it's been raining all day. There's a storm happening right now. There's a storm happening in the city. Bro, Connor Bradley hits the crossbar. I thought that was the 1-0. Oh my goodness, I thought that was the 1-0. What a chance for Connor Bradley. No. No. Bro. What's the time? Right now it's 27 minutes, yeah. Frimpong! Oh, Frimpong with a really dangerous cross towards the back post. Guys, we are looking good right now. We are looking good right now. I'm just going to say it. Bro, what a chance for Connor Bradley hitting the crossbar there. Possession in the last 5 minutes. Liverpool have had 89% of possession in the last 5 minutes. Damn. Is the power back on? Yes, it is, bro. Apologies, guys. That's crazy. That's the first time. How unlucky is that, by the way? That's the first time there's been an electricity cut since I moved here. And of course, it happens on a freaking match day in one of the biggest match days of the season, Liverpool-Arsenal, bro. It doesn't get more unlucky than that. Thankfully, the electricity cut wasn't for that long. Imagine it had lasted the whole game. That would have been so sad. Bro, what a chance for Connor Bradley, man. What a chance for Connor Bradley, bro. Yeah, I did see that crossbar. That's what I'm saying with Connor Bradley. He came so close. Yes, I'm back, Elena. Thank you. Bro, I want to have a look at the replay. Yeah, go 12. The thing is, I don't think Cody Gakpo is very natural with his left foot. That's the only problem. That's why I think he got it onto his right. That's all that matters. Yes, Glock, big up. Come on, you Reds. Everyone is underestimating us. Let's see, bro. It's only 30 minutes right now. It's only 30 minutes in. Right now, it's still 0-0, bro. It's still 0-0. In your opinion, who's the best Liverpool player right now? Dominic Szoboszlai or Igor Kitike? One of the two. Both are up there for players of the season. I mean, no, for me, Sobo's our player of the season. But even right now, it's a Sobo or a Kitike. And my favorite player right now, Harry, is Hugo Kitike. He's my favorite. Bro, I don't know how to take the filter off. I don't know how to take it off. It's just been there since the beginning, bro. I don't know how to do it. But that's because I never use TikTok. So I just don't know how to do this. I'm like an old man on this app. Go 12. Go 12. Salah is not great with his right foot. I know he scored goals with his right foot, but I don't think he's so natural with it. I think a lot of great players, like Go 12, has Messi scored that many goals with his right foot? I don't think so. You streaming on anything else? Yes, Diogo Jota, I'm on TikTok, but I have this like weird filter on TikTok. Bro, I have this really weird filter on TikTok and I don't know how to get rid of it. But that's because I never use TikTok. The only reason that I go live on TikTok is because every video I've posted on YouTube, I just post to TikTok. So I put the videos there, but I never used the app, so I don't really. Leo, imagine if your electricity didn't come back on, bro. I'd be so sad because this is a game I really don't want to miss and I want to watch it with you guys. So, bro. Salah is not beating Ivory Coast, bro. Should we do a live stream of that on Saturday? I feel like we should. Should we do a live stream? Egypt, Ivory Coast, Saturday night. Hi, Connor. Mark says all I want for Christmas is the Champions League. Me too. Bro, if we won the Champions League in Budapest, oh my god. The buzz, bro, would be unreal. So close for a sensational goal. Yes? Okay, we're going to do a live stream on Saturday night. We're going to do a live stream on Saturday night. I'll be there. Let's do it. It's a huge game for Mohamed Salah in Egypt. And obviously Ivory Coast, but I know I'm going to be supporting Egypt for Mo. Gotta. What a chance for Connor, bro. I keep thinking about that chance. Because in these games, how many clear-cut chances are you going to have? You know what I mean? I don't know how to get rid of the filter, bro. Imagine this game ends 0-0. No way. No way, no way. Back in business, yes, Alinos. I had a electricity break in the whole city or in the whole neighborhood at least. Look, this is the building. You see how it's just pitch black, and the only lights you see is people that were putting their flashlights on because I was trying to say hi to people in the other building. I was trying to say hi to the people. Sending love from Czechia, bro. Where are you from in Czechia? Frimpong! Throw on goal. Oh no. Wait, Frimpong went down in the box. Could that be a pen? Frimpong is down injured in the box. Frimpong is down injured in the box. Cody Gakpo's holding his hands up. We got Thibaut from Romania. Bro, Frimpong went down injured in the box. Could that be a penalty? The referee's playing the advantage. VAR is going to have a look at it. Sinako, I would say I am more of an introvert, but over time I've become less shy. I used to be so shy, and I would say I'm definitely more of an introvert. I spend a lot of time alone. Oof, that was dangerous. Is that going to be a corner? I think VR is going to have a look at the Frimpong. Guys, Frimpong is still down in the box. Is that a penalty? I can't say yet because I haven't seen the replay. They're about to show us the replay. Bro, there's almost a fight breaking out right now. Look, the referee is trying to... Bro, who would take the pen? Soboslai would take it. Because Sobo is very... He took it against Inter Milan. Leo, you're not introvert. Bro, I am. Trust me. Trust me. I've just learned to be less shy over time, but I spend a lot of time on my own. Like, I would say the definition of an introvert is someone who gains energy by being by themselves. Like, for me, social occasions are so draining. And that's because I'm an introvert. I know extroverts can love to see a lot of people and that gets them going. You don't know, I spend so much time alone. So much time alone. Guys, is that a penalty? Let's have a look at the replay. Finally, we get to see it. I think it's Gabriel. No, that's... No, bro, we can't deal with another injury. Are you freaking kidding me? I don't think that's a penalty, though. No, guys, I think it's going to be a serious injury for Frimpong. I can't, bro. I'm done. How many injuries are we going to pick up? And he was one of our brightest sparks. Please tell me it's not an injury for Frimpong, please. Bro, please. Please tell me he's going to be okay to continue. He's been one of our bright sparks recently. But yeah, I don't think that's a penalty. When you look at the replay, that's not a pen for me. But, man, I'm just praying that Frimpong is going to be okay. I'm praying. It looks like he's going to be okay. Okay, good. It looks like he's going to be able to come back on. But for the time being, we need to be switched on because Arsenal have a corner here. That was a dangerous looking cross from Rice. Here we go, Odegaard. Verge clears. Go on, Cody. Oh. That's going to be a throw-in for Arsenal. Oh. Please tell me Frimpong's going to be okay to continue. Look, for the time being, it looks like Sobo went towards right back to help that position. Okay, Frimpong's back on the pitch. Frimpong's back, guys. He is back on the pitch. Wow, I am relieved. So relieved. Thank you, Arkan. I appreciate you. Thank you, Zen Viax. Come on, bro. Please, are we going to get another chance? Are we going to get another chance before the end of this first half? It's still 0-0 and it's around the 40th minute mark now. We have about 5 minutes left of regular time in the first half. Here we go. Here we go. Come on. Oh no, it's a great pass to Timber. Well done, Gravenberg. Look at that piece of defending from Grav. Well done, Gravenberg. I am very stressed, bro. Trust me, I'm very stressed. Oh, let me put in this. Let me. Did I turn on the slow mode? Yeah, I turned on the slow mode. Yeah. Come on. Come on. Who's been the better team? It's hard to say, bro. When you look at the actual stats, we hit the crossbar. We had the biggest chance of the game. Arsenal still haven't had a shot on. Actually, wait, no, they did have a shot on target, actually. But I feel like we've created more chances than. I feel like when you look at the XG, we have a higher XG so far. And especially considering, like I said, that crossbar opportunity, I don't think Arsenal have had a major chance. So if you talk about chances, we've slightly edged it, but it's been pretty much 50-50. Oh no, Arsenal in the box. Well done. Rice with an effort, and Edison saves it. You can tell Arsenal are growing in confidence right now. And on that right hand side, they're putting in dangerous crosses on that right hand side with Timber and Bukayo Saka. For me, that's where most of their threat is coming from. I'm nervous right now. Don't right now. No, I don't like what Arsenal are doing right now. They're just growing in confidence. Crucial block from Kirkez on Bukayo Saka. Crucial. Guys, we need to get rid of it right now. Oh, we give it right back to them. Or is that going to be a foul? Okay, good. It's going to be a foul. Guys, there we just they just put more and more pressure. Arsenal, that was looking very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. Really crucial block from Kirkez there. Defending. Look at Kirkez and Bukayo Saka. Really crucial block there from Kirkez. Well done. And then Virgil gets a little touch to it. I feel like Verts hasn't been that involved in the game so far. Go on, Sobo. Maka has it. Hello, Fabio. Matias. How are you feeling about the game right now? Frimpong has it on the right wing. Frimpong crosses it. Doesn't make its way to Cody. There's going to be 2 minutes of additional time, you guys. 2 minutes of additional time. This game is crazy intense. I feel stressed, says Ruby. Yeah, I understand. I feel stressed too. Which country are you in now? I'm in France, bro. But I'm only an hour and 10 minutes away from London by train. So I'm really close. It's been okay, defended well, but we need to do better on the counter. I mean, to be fair, like I was saying before, we have had the best chance of the game. But yeah, I agree. The only thing that's tough is like, again, we don't have an out and out striker. It's hard when you look at that attack. But yeah, we definitely don't look that fluid in the attack. There's no doubt about it. We definitely don't look fluid in the attack. This is going to be the last chance of the game. I saying you'll never walk alone again. Love that. I think it's about to be halftime. No, I'm in Lille right now. I live in the north now. In Lille. That's where there was cut in electricity. There we are, guys. GG's. GG's for the half. Arsenal 0. Liverpool 0. Connor Bradley with the best chance of the half. Hitting the crossbar. Unfortunately, we came so close to scoring the opener. And but it remains a stalemate at the half. Overall, I think we can be happy in terms of how we defended. Guys, what subs would you make? I've only ever been to Paris, France. I'm Swedish, but I live in England. Oh, nice. Where do you live in England? You're still at extra time? Bro, guys, who would you bring on in the second half? Because as I looked at our team, especially the attack, when you look defensively, I think we've done well. But I would love, I know we mentioned it so many times. I think this is a game where you got to bring Rio on. Because we need pace. We need directness. We need someone who's going to be confident on the ball, who's going to bring that dribbling ability on the counter. I really think Rio can bring that. This is the game for him. I really think this is the game for him. And you guys seem to be saying that too. You guys seem to be saying Rio too. What are we saying, guys? Because I think the major positive of our half is obviously that we haven't conceded many chances. But the negative is we haven't looked good in the attack. We haven't. Yeah, Gravenberg has been playing well, I agree. What's the score in the Real Madrid game? They're winning 2-1 right now. Rodrigo made it. Rodrigo scored. And Sorloth scored too. Oh yeah, Mbappe is still injured. I forgot. When is he back? Mid-January. Yeah, I don't think he'll be back for this weekend. Jude. Does that mean Rodrigo's been starting every game when he's been out? Oh yeah, it looks like Rodrigo has been starting. Leo, do you think we should sign Joao Neves? We should, but we're definitely not because PSG, there's no way PSG will sell him. No way. Is Chiesa on the bench? Yes, Chiesa is on the bench too. Hector says, can you give us... Bro, Barcelona doesn't need an attacker, bro. I see your attack. Bro, even Rooney, who plays on the right wing, he's the future, that kid. He's unbelievable. The recent first half have sucked. Our first halves? Well, I mean, if we improve in the second half while not conceding, then we could come away with a win. Who knows? Why not believe? Why not believe? If only Ekitike wasn't injured, I know, Sheriff. This really would have been a game for him. It's so sad that he's not playing. And he's not even on the bench. But he'll definitely the yeah, that was actually a decent run from Saka in the 15th minute. Trying to see if I missed anything. Happy birthday to you, Ahmed. Hopefully we get that win for you tonight. Hassan said, "Hey Leo, I met you in the Champions League match between Liverpool and PSG last season. It was the first leg." Oh yes. That was Are you going to the Marseille game later this month? Secret Alti says, "Nah, Leo, we're actually not playing bad. A friend of mine that doesn't really watch English football predicted to 2-1 Liverpool win. Damn. I would love that. I'm just going to put some hot water to boil right now. Can you wish me a happy early birthday? Dark, happy early birthday to you. Definitely need something extra in the attack. That's what Rio would bring, bro. That's what Rio would bring. He would bring that something special. He has that X factor. And he doesn't shy away from the big occasion. Look what he did away at Newcastle. Bring him on." Fabio Machas says, "What are your thoughts on Anislav, bro? I'm really frustrated with the football we're playing. I'm really frustrated with the football we're playing. And we have to turn that around. Because it doesn't matter how good, like, right now, unless we're winning every game, we can't be playing such slow football, you know?" Ruby says, "I was hoping for many goals today. I hope it isn't a 0-0. Don't want it to be a boring game." I mean, to be fair, I'd rather a 0-0 than a 3-0 Arsenal. But yeah, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Do you think Rio would get a chance? I don't know, bro. With Slot, I don't know. But I think he should. I think he absolutely should get a chance. Like I said, this is the type of game for him. But I'm not sure he's going to bring him on until probably 85th minute or something. Unfortunately. Please read my comment. What's up? What's up, bro? I'm making a cheese baguette in the oven. I would take a nil. You would take a 0-0? Yeah, Rio has to come on. He would be my first sub. He has that directness we need. What a half Leo Arsenal fan. I think Kirkez is not good to man mark Saka. Someone else should. And it's my birthday. I actually think he's done well. Because look, Kirkez, the big chance Bukayo Saka had was in the box and he blocked off his shot. So I don't think Kirkez has done badly, honestly. Given that probably Saka's been your most dangerous attacker. You know what I mean? Will Chiesa ever get subbed? I think he will. We have such limited options on the bench. We don't even have Ekitike. We don't even have a striker, bro. When you look at our bench, like, that would make sense. Oh, that chance. I'm looking back on that Connor Bradley shot. It was so close. It was so close, bro. We got City fans in the comment section saying, "Keep going. Please just make Arsenal drop points," is what I'm seeing. That's what people are praying for more than anything. Big up Bo Universe. Thank you very much for your super chat. Who says, "Where are you from?" or accent. I can't pinpoint it. So Bo Universe, I grew up in 3 different countries. That's probably why. But basically, I was born in France and I lived in France for 5 years. And then I moved to Iceland because my mom is Icelandic. I lived there for about 5 years. And then I moved to New York and I lived in New York for about 12 years. And then I moved back to France. So That's probably why I have a weird accent, because yeah. Yeah, Hassan, I don't understand the slot out. I don't understand people that, and there's a lot of Liverpool content creators. I feel like I'm one of the last few that hasn't said like publicly slot out, because I'm telling you, every single person that I've heard say slot out, I've said, okay, let's have a conversation, and I've spoken to them about realistic options, and and every single time it's like what they're saying as alternatives don't make sense. Like I had a conversation literally yesterday with a Liverpool content creator who was slot out, and I was like, then who would you want in? And the first thing they told me was Xabi Alonso. And I was like, is Xabi Alonso available? They're like, no. How do we know Xabi Alonso will get sacked? They said he would get sacked 3 weeks ago. It hasn't happened. I don't see that happening personally. Zidane is waiting for the French job. And a lot of the other managers have jobs already. So for me, Alonso is out of the question. Then people will say, what about Luis Enrique? That report from the other day was completely fake. He's happy at PSG. PSG are going to be offering him a huge contract. He hasn't turned that down. So Luis Enrique, I don't think is viable either. Then the third option I hear people most saying is Nagelsmann. I don't see that happening either, because I think Germany will get far in the World Cup. And let's say they do get far, then he wouldn't be able to take over till what, late July? That means he would basically take over Liverpool without a preseason. We would play then, that first game in August. He would barely have had any time in Liverpool. I don't see that being the case either. Because when you're the manager of such a big nation at a World Cup, you're 100% focused on that. So for him to only be able to come in late July, I think that makes it an option we can't go with for him, for example. And then some have said Jurgen Klopp. That's absolutely out of the question. There's no way that there's a reason he stepped down. He wouldn't come back. The only option that I think is viable, that's actually realistic, for example, is Stevie G. But I already said I wouldn't want him back. And when I ask those content creators, would you want him back? They say no. So again, bro, it goes back to the same thing I say every single time to people that are slot out is, then give me a realistic option. And when I've had like real debates with those people, they come out saying, damn, like you might be right. I actually don't think I don't know what we'd go for. Gerrard's too risky, and it would cost us over £15 million, because we'd have to sack Slot and his entire coaching staff. That costs a lot of money to do. Big up Sparky, who's been a community support member for 24 months, who says big half incoming. Huge half incoming. Weefa says, I've been slot out since the City game. I just think we need an interim manager or caretaker manager. Bro, I don't see it, Weefa. The reason I don't see it is because if that's the case with the caretaker manager, then you need to have a clear vision for what the future manager can be. You know what I mean? And the problem is, Slot has proven himself to be a top coach. So to sack him and then take a risk on an interim manager without there being a good long-term manager available in the market, for me is way too risky and costly. And like I said, for me, the only type of clubs that do that are Chelsea and United. And I definitely don't want to try to mirror what they're doing, because they've been absolute shambles the last few years. And that's the last thing we should be trying to kind of do something similar. And trust me, Weefa, that doesn't mean I'm satisfied with the football we're playing, with the position we're in, with the way Slot is not trusting the youth, with the way Slot is not getting the best out of his new signings. There's so many things I'm dissatisfied with. But for me, if you want the manager to be sacked, you need to give me good options. You can't just say it without real something to back up your statement with. And like I said, every person I've had a debate with, they come out after it saying, maybe you're right. Maybe I'm not looking at the whole picture. But for me, if you go for such a big statement and saying you fire your Premier League winning manager, then you have to have something to back it. You just have to. And trust me, again, it does not mean that I'm satisfied or happy with what Slot is doing right now. There can be nuance between the two. There really can be nuance between the two. You know what I mean? But it just frustrates me, the content creators who say Slot out, because like I said, it's so easy to do that and it gets you a ton of views. But I don't think it's fair unless you have other options. It's really not fair. Sank, thank you very much for the super chat, who says too deep. Gakpo and Frimpong are fullbacks. Too deep. Yeah, and like I said, we need something. We need more of an X factor within that attack, which I think Ekitike brings with his individual brilliance. I think Rio could bring that. That's why I think most of us are saying bring him on in the second half. Weaver says, I disagree, Leo, but I respect your opinion. Me too. Weaver, I respect your opinion. Since you remember, since the first time you say Slaughter, I said I respect your opinion. I think that's how it should be. We should have an open conversation. I'm never going to be. It's just like in politics, for example. For me, even if someone voted for the candidate that, for example, you might not agree with, I still want to have a debate and understand someone else's opinion. I don't think it should just immediately divide us and say, oh, you think this? Then we can't speak. But that seems to be how the world is now, where everything is so polarized, not just politics, but every opinion. It needs to be like, I have the only opinion that's right. The only thing that I do think is fair is if you have a strong opinion that is like sacking your manager, then for me, and I'm saying this for like fellow content creators, then you need to really give me viable options that you believe will work. And like I said, for me, what I've heard as options, I don't back it. And I don't believe in it. And I don't think it's a smart thing to do. That's just, again, my personal opinion. But I think you have to bring that if you say sack someone who's done a legendary thing for your football club. Because it's a big deal to sack someone and the entire coaching staff. All right, here we go, guys. The second half's about to kick off. Here we go. Arsenal get the second half kicked off. Come on, you Reds. I'm going to hydrate right now. I'm going to hydrate for a Liverpool win. Come on. Wow, the halftime flew by. Flew by. My goodness. It flew by. See, Brian's, for me, Wifa, he's I'm not that convinced, honestly. I think he still needs more experience. I think he still needs more experience, the Brighton manager. I think him, Areola, and Glasner are too risky. I wouldn't do it. Like I said, it would cost over £20 million to do that. Wifa. I'd rather spend that money on Gehi. And then see in the summer what managers become available. But like I said, what you're talking about is in the short term. To get a manager away from his current position, you'd have to pay over £10 million, I think. And then you have to sack Slot and his coaching staff, like I said, which will cost around £15 million. So overall, that's like between 20 to £25 million you're paying for that risk. You know what I mean? Here we go. Cody has it on the left. He was Wifa, but guess what? He was risky, but the people that are in charge, I know right now it's not looking good, but every report I hear of people in the industry say that Michael Edwards and Richard Hughes are the best out there. And I understand this season hasn't gone the way we would have wanted for many different reasons. But like I said, I will trust that they see all these different options. And if they haven't sacked Slot by now with that really bad run we had and gone for one of the options you said, it's because with all the data they've looked, with the interviews, with all the research they would have done, they don't believe that those managers can do a better job than Slot has, or Slot is doing, or Slot can do. And like I said, for me, they have more knowledge than I do. They do. Because that's their job 24/7. That's their job 24/7. And like I said, everybody who's in the industry says, oh, Kirkez! Is that a penalty? Kirkez goes down the box. Gabriel. Oh no, sorry. It was Wirtz who went down in the box. Gabriel's getting pissed at Verts, guys. We need to have a look at the replay. We need to have a look at the replay. Let's have a look at the replay here. Was it Verts in the box? Bro, look at that dribble he got through. No, that's not going to be a penalty, unfortunately. They're not going to give a pen for that. UEFA, I agree. UEFA for this season. But again, the thing is, UEFA, I can't judge them off of just this season, UEFA. And Michael Edwards, we saw how brilliant he was for Liverpool all those years. And then Richard Hughes, like I said, everybody who's in the industry says that he's the top. He's up there with the very best. And he did an unbelievable job at Bournemouth. So I agree this season. But for me, UEFA have to take a step back and say, yes, they deserve criticism for this season. But I can't just all of a sudden not trust them with everything I've read and everything I've seen in the past. You know what I mean, UEFA? Well done, Frimpong. Bro, I love some of the physicality we're seeing. Yeah, that wasn't a pen on Verts. But how brilliant was his dribbling in the box? That was absolutely brilliant dribbling from Verts in the box. That's something only Verts could really do in this team. He's special. Just get him on the ball. Nah, that wasn't a pen. If that was the... I definitely don't think that was a penalty. That's just the Premier League is physical. Go on, Kirkes, keep that in. Oh, Gakpo put too much power on that. How are you, Marcos? Nice to see you in the building. I'm doing well, bro. I'm just a bit stressed, but we're playing... Oh, that run from Verts in the box gave me some hope that we can have a moment of brilliance like that. That could decide the game so long as we keep defending well. We just got to keep defending well. Aran, thank you for your kind words and your support. I appreciate you. Snow here is heavy. Matthias, it was pour. We had a lot of snow here too, but it was pouring all day today, so all the snow is gone. And there's been a bit of a storm, so that's why there was the electricity break. All right, I'm gonna hydrate for Liverpool to score. The way Verts dribbled past 3 to 4 players, I know. That's what's giving me hope. Seeing moments like that tells you we could have a moment of brilliance from Flo, and so long as we defend well, we could win this. Natalia, Happy New Year to you too. How have you been? And James, nice to see you too in the building. What's good? Zen says, I think you should be the manager. No way. Oh, Gravenberg has been good today, guys. Gravenberg has been good tonight. Is it beautiful in that part of France? Yeah, not this time of year, bro. The weather is tough. It's cold and rainy and snowy. In Scotland, the snow was fence high. Damn, Charlie. Scotland is beautiful as well, I heard. Verts is adapting and only getting better and better. Oh, yes. Liverpool 19. He's gonna be a star for us. What we just need to do is figure out what his best position is in the team and give him a run of games there. Because you can tell whenever he gets on the ball, he could do something special. You know? So that will only continue to improve. Do you have ADHD? I think I do. I love LFC. On how to deal with it. How to deal with it? I don't... Frimpong! On the counter attack! Oh no, but there's 2 Arsenal defenders there. Go on, Frimpong. Oh, look at that physicality from... Come on, Kirkez has it. Kirkez. Is he going to play it back? Frimpong! No, why didn't he shoot there, bro? He could have turned onto his right foot. Bro, Frimpong, I feel like could have turned it onto his right foot, no? He was in such a dangerous area in the box. No, we lose the ball now. Bro. I live in Scotland. It's very nice but very cold. Now we're on the ball, guys. Been a long time since I went Paris too. I was 15. I'm now 35. Wow. Well, the beautiful thing about Paris, bro, is that it doesn't really change over time. That's my favorite thing about Paris. Like, there's a lot of laws within the city of Paris where they protect the buildings, the architecture, they protect the shops. There's so many things they protect, which I think is the most beautiful thing about Paris. So it really hasn't changed much over time, especially the non-touristy neighborhoods. And there's a lot of non-touristy neighborhoods. That's what I love about the city. Hey Leo, Josh says, how's the game so far? Who's been the standout players and has there been any bad deductions? I'm Josh, by the way, watching from Australia at 8 a.m. Big up, Josh. It's hard to say standout. It's kind of been an edgy game with not much happening, but definitely the best chance of the game has been Connor Bradley hitting the crossbar. He nearly scored in the first half. And then Flo has had kind of the magical moment in the second half with some dribbles in the box where we thought maybe it could have been a penalty, but it wasn't. But yeah, otherwise it's kind of been just both teams kind of playing it safe. So it hasn't been some crazy game, but I have a feeling if there's a goal, it could kind of, it'll open everything up. So that's what I'm waiting to see happen, and I think there will be a goal because both teams will start to take more risks. Trossard. It's going to be a goal kick. Zumendi with a heavy touch. Football Star says, hi Leo, I've been subscribed to your channel for 2 years. Can I have a shout out? Who has been the best player in the pitch at the moment? Big up Football Star. Like I said, it's hard to really say a player, to be honest. It's hard to say a player. Can we see some goals in this game? Yeah. Goals for us. But thank you, Football Star, for your support. Elena says, I need to learn more French. I'll ask my friend Yasmine if she can teach me. Is she French? I'm going to France for the first time next week. What would you recommend? You'll never walk alone. Big up, Tommy. Where are you going in France? I live in Saudi. I'm watching at 12 a.m. Oh, God. 12 a.m. Hincapi is down injured right now for Arsenal. I want to see. Yeah, this game. The reason this game... Thanks for telling me, Leo. Big up Australia, bro. I want to go so bad. My friend is in Australia. One of my close friends is in Australia actually right now. And look at what he sent me from Australia. Look at what he sent me from Australia, guys. He found this in Australia. It's my friend Thorvaldur, the Icelander. That you guys that has been on the stream a few times. He was there for the Liverpool United 2-2. Marcos, I'm good, bro. How are you? Just outside Paris? Bro, if you're in Paris, I would say just spontaneously walk through the city. It's such a walkable city, and all the different neighborhoods are beautiful. So I would say just walk around, and whenever something catches your eye, go in a shop or go in a museum, just explore the city because there's so much to see. And yet I think it's pretty accessible. Frimpong! Oh, I thought Frimpong was going to get there with his pace, but it was a really good challenge from Saliba. No, Leo, she's Brazilian, but she loves French things and she knows a little bit of French. She's already taught me a few words. Nice. Pilar says, love from the Cayman Islands. Big up. How are the Cayman Islands? I'm thinking of learning French. Have any tips? I would say if you really want to learn French, move to France or move to a French-speaking country because that's the best way to learn. My friend Jack, who opened a bakery, He didn't speak a word of French. He moved to Paris, worked in some bakeries, and he now has his own. He just learned French like that, just by moving to the country and forcing himself in that environment. He barely took classes either. I'd like to go to Australia, but too many spiders there. I'm terrified of spiders. Really? I like spiders because they protect you from insects, but that's because I feel like we think that most spiders are like dangerous, but they're really not for us, are they? I don't think they are. Leo, did you know there's a suburb near Sydney called Liverpool? I didn't know that. And nah, bro, I've never been to Kentucky. Bro, I feel like right now we're talking about anything but the game because there's no goals or major actions in the game. Come on. Bring on freaking Rio. The fact we're not talking about the game anymore just says it all. Oh, man. Bonjour, Léo. Je m'appelle Elena. Yes. But no, I feel like Duolingo could be a good place to start too, just to get you going. Because it's so easily accessible. Go on, Sobo. The Joe Brad says, I'm watching the match on my dad's phone and watching the live stream on my iPad. Big up, bro. Shout out to you, the Joe Brad. Josh says, yes, Leo, Liverpool Street is one of the main streets in Sydney. There's also a suburb called Liverpool, not the best area, but if you're here in Sydney, go watch one of the NPL teams instead of the A-Leagues. Yeah, UEFA, I agree. I agree. Anfield, the belief that is always there at Anfield has been lost this season. But I think you can regain it with some big performances. UEFA. I don't think we're far away from making it feel special again, but I agree with what you're saying there. Right now, it feels fragile, Anfield. The only fluent language I know besides English and Portuguese are Spanish. That's still great. 3 languages, Elena. That's definitely more than most people. That's a lot. Here we go. It's the 60th minute. And we're actually more on the ball now than Arsenal. No actions in the game. But we always perform in the big games. Bro, if you're saying we always perform in the big games, that's not a bad thing, because that could mean that we could win the Champions League. And bro, if we go very far in the Champions League this season, I would be absolutely buzzing. Don't forget we beat Inter away. So if we're winning the big games, I ain't complaining, because we're still in the Champions League. Swedish and English I speak. That's great. I want, bro, I don't care. I want Rio to come on. Soboslai has a free kick from distance. Bro, imagine he recreates his goal. Imagine Soboslai recreates his goal. I feel like, guys, is it just me or does this feel like very similar distance to the free kick he scored at Anfield? And look, Raya, I feel like is being really careful with the left post because he remembers. Oh no, I understand the frustration. Guys, does this not... It looks exactly like the one at Anfield, does it not? Hydrate. I'm hydrating and spraying. Sobo! No. That was way off. Oh god, guys, that was not it. Oh, that was a terrible free kick. Oh god. Oh no. Damn, we win the ball back already. Guys, aren't you surprised that Arsenal are the heavy favorites for this? They're playing at home. They're leading in the title race. And they're not like dominating the ball or anything. Are you guys not surprised by that from Arsenal? Or is that just how Arsenal play, I guess? Frimpong on the right-hand side. Frimpong. Sobo. Sobo! Oh, Sobo with a goal! I thought that was going to be a great chance, but it's blocked by an Arsenal defender. Ah, oh, guys, what an opportunity it fell for Sobo there. And it's such a crucial block. We've had 71% of possession in the second half, by the way, guys. This is what I mean. At least we are in the title race. Now, I agree. You're definitely been the better team this season. I'm just saying I'm surprised that this is at the Emirates and that we have over 70% of possession. Not that possession is important, but you get what I'm saying. In terms of trying to, like, just put a lot of pressure on us. That's what I'm surprised by. Here we go. It's going to be a double change for Arsenal. 2 attacking subs, 2. Martinelli and Gabriel Jesus are coming on for Arsenal. Olivia, nice to see you in the building. Says, I've not been here for absolute ages. Wow, happy new year to you, Olivia. How have you been? So far, who would you pick as man of the match? That's hard, bro. I can't say a player for man of the match. I can't say really a player for man of the match. Because it hasn't been an electric game. Imagine if he did score that free kick, bro. That would have been so special. Well done, Ibu. Great defending from Ibu there on Gabriel Jesus. Oh, that's beautiful from Gravenberg. Maybe I would say Gravenberg's been our player of the game so far, actually. I feel like Gravenberg has looked like his... Oh, Frimpong! Frimpong on the right wing. There's some space for Frimpong. Is he going to shoot? No. No. He played it. No. Yes, Olivia, you should join the group chat. It's a lot of fun because we can send each other photos and everything else. Guys... I thought Frimpong was going to play to Flo there. Look, it's just behind him. What a chance. On the counter. I can't believe it, bro. What a chance. I can't believe it. What a chance. Guys, for those of you that haven't joined the group chat yet, I just left the link in the chat. Oh, I can't believe it. Why didn't Frimpong shoot there? He was being unselfish when he saw his fellow Leverkusen. Hey, Dean Hayes in the building. How are we doing, bro? We're doing good. So far in the second half, bro, this feels like such a 50-50 game right now. And what a chance that was. Frimpong had space there. He just played in behind of Flo. Nah, but Olivia, it would be fun because then we know the comment is coming from you instead of from UEFA. You know what I mean? Bro, now my nerves are actually keep rising. Hey Leo, if it wasn't for YouTube, I would have nothing to watch, and I've paid $32 for a month, so big up for your streams. Thank you, Josh. Big up. Bro, please. Right now, we're more on the ball in their final third. Oh, it's going to be a free kick for Arsenal, it looks like. Who's down? Bukayo Saka's down. Can't score if we don't shoot. Bro, Frimpong, I wish he shot there. But because he's more of a natural kind of right-hand-sided player, he's always looking for who he can kind of cross it to, you know what I mean? That's just his instinct. Stat wing, it's very hard to put the ball in the back of the net. Otherwise, someone would have done it. And there's many elite footballers on that pitch right now. I was expecting us to get some goals, not going to lie. There could still be a goal in this one, bro. It's the 67th minute. There could still be some goals. It's not over by any means. Bro, that actually should be our ball. That hits. Saka went down because the ball hit his head, I think. But bro, come on. Slot needs to put in Rio. I would bring on Rio for Cody Gakpo. Because I think of the front three, Cody Gakpo is the one that's been more quiet. Frimpong and Verts, it's looked like things could happen. So I would bring on Rio. Rio for Gakpo or Chiesa for Gakpo. As things stand right now, Arsenal would be on 49 points. City would be on 43 points. Villa on 43 points. And we would be in fourth place on 35 points. So right now we're 7 points off of City, who are in second. 8 points, sorry. 8 points off City. Is that going to be a dead ball? Bro, that should have been our ball. That should have been our ball when you look at the replay. Jeez, that was a bad foul from Saka on Kirkez before. Virgil pings it to Frimpong. Frimpong on the right wing. Plays it back to Connor. Go on, Maka. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, I believe we can do something here. Frimpong. Verts. Connor. Flo. Come on. Bro, you're saying we have no intention to threaten Arsenal? Right now, I feel like we're trying more to threaten Arsenal than Arsenal are trying to threaten us. In this second half, at least. But obviously, there's still lots of time left. That's a foul on Cody. 100%. That's a foul. Spray and hydrate for us to make it 1-0. I got you. Here we go. For Liverpool to make it 1-0. Come on, you Reds. Second half, Liverpool have had 74% of possession in the second half. Liverpool have had 2 attempts. Arsenal have had 0 attempts in the second half. Well done, Kirkez. Fantastic defending from Kirkez on Bukayo Saka there. He's not an easy attacker to defend in 1v1 situations. Bravo, Kirkez. Look at Conor Bradley. Yes, Sobo! Ooh, that's nice for Martinelli, actually. That's really nice for Martinelli. Ibu's got it. Yes! Come on, you Reds. Come on. Come on, you Reds. Ibu Konate is playing well today, too. Bro, Rio still isn't warming up. Look at our subs bench. Rio still isn't warming up. Is Chiesa? Is Chiesa warming up? Beautiful challenge, bro. Kirkez might be man of the match now. Kirkez is doing it. Kirkez is playing outstanding. Oh. Go on. Guys, what do we make of this performance from Kirkez tonight? What are we saying? Much better. Absolutely, Sporting Legends. Weefa, are you still going with your same prediction? Are you still going with your same prediction? Yeah, Glock, I'm surprised by this Arsenal performance right now. I really am. But it's not over, obviously. Just so far, I'm surprised. 75 minutes in. Kirkez, bro. We were really needing Ekitike for this game. I agree. I agree. I still think right now, when I look at our players on the pitch, for me, the player I believe is most likely to make something happen for us in the final third, for me, it's Wirtz. When I look at everyone there on the pitch. For me, it really is Wirtz. Oh, Frimpong! Frimpong still has it! Oh, Frimpong with a dangerous cross! Sobo! No, Sobo's shot goes over. Also, Frimpong looks very likely, but he's more likely, in my opinion, to create something. Wirtz is more likely for me to be the one delivering the moment. Arsenal, give it away. Give it away just like that. Maka! That's beautiful from Maka. Sobo is going to shoot. Oh, Sobo tries a shot, but it's blocked. Bro, Arsenal's defense is too solid. At this stage, Arsenal are just parking the bus, bro. Arsenal are just parking the bus at this stage. Because they know a draw is probably enough, right? Arsenal probably think because City and Villa drop points, they probably think a draw is enough. Yo, the Scouser, Happy New Year to you too. Nice to see you in the building. Go on, Frimpong. Frimpong! Bro, there's always an Arsenal defender to deal with a cross. Every time there's an Arsenal defender to deal with a cross. We have a lot more energy. But Alinos, like I said, I think Arsenal are probably... Oh, they're making more changes now. Attacking changes. Madueke and Eze. Bro, they have so many options off the bench when you compare to us. Arsenal have so many more options off the bench compared to us. They already brought on Martinelli and Gabriel Jesus, and now they can just bring on Madueke and Eze off the bench. That's crazy. Arsenal's depth is just different level. I agree. Bring Rio on for Gakpo, bro. It's the 78th minute now. Come on. Come on. Yeah, now now Arsenal are really gonna put on the pressure. 12 minutes left of regular time. They brought on 4 attacking subs. Madueke on the right hand side. Madueke! Oh my god, what a dangerous cross from Madueke there. He has the pace, but nobody was in the box, thankfully for us. Nobody was in the box. Look at that pressing from Sobo. Beautiful pressing from Sobo to win us the ball. Look at this though from Madueke. He had the pace there. Kirkett, like how can you defend that? He's so quick. Thankfully, no one was there in the box. Otherwise, it could have been a tap in. Bring on Rio and park the bus. Yeah, bro, bring on Rio and just leave Frimpong and Rio there for the counterattacks. Look at that ping from Connor Bradley. That's actually a beautiful pass from Connor Bradley. But what is that from Madueke, bro? He just left it for Verts. They're giving us the ball. The problem is, look, with no striker, we just have no one in the box. How are we supposed to score? Like, how are we supposed to score there? Look, there's nobody in the box for us. Like, I genuinely don't see where that goal will come from. Oh, it's going to be a free kick for us. Hopefully it comes as a free kick from Sobo. Please. Sobo's won us a free kick. Is he going to shoot from there? He's probably more going to cross, right? Because it's not really... Brian, I'm not a fan of that question because Luis Enrique isn't leaving PSG and he has a contract until 2027. So I don't understand why we would compare it to Luis Enrique when it's not a reality. Is Sobo going to shoot from there? I don't think so. I don't think Sobo's going to shoot from there. Bro, imagine Sobo scores from here. I will lose it. I'm hydrating for you, Sobo. Please score this. Or allow us to score from the set piece. It would be crazy. It would be crazy. Please. Please. Sobo. Sobo's going to shoot this. Dominic Soboslai. You got this. Sobo steps up. Oh, that was much closer. It was just over the bar. That's a much better hit from Sobo. Look at this. It went over the wall. It was just under the bar. Just over the bar, I mean. That was a good free kick from Sobo. I mean, to be fair, Pete, there's more urgency from Liverpool than there is from Arsenal in this second half, to be fair. But the problem is we haven't properly tested Raya. That's the problem. But at the same time, we don't have a striker on the pitch. Like I said, in the box, I've rarely seen players in the box. So it feels like if we're going to score, it's going to be like some worldie from Sobo or something, you know? But that's a foul! Nah. If Soboslai stopped running, that means it was a foul, bro. That really... Bro, Ibu has been outstanding as well. Ibu Konate tonight, his defending has been fantastic. Ibu Konate has been there on every challenge he's won on that right-hand side. Ibu Konate, every challenge. Konate has been class. Who would you guys say has been the best out of our defenders? For me, I'm either leaning towards Ibu or Kirkez. Because Kirkez has the really difficult job of facing Saka, which he handled really well. But then Ibu, every duel I can remember him being part of, he's just won. Like he's just been his best self, like he was actually in the first game this season. He won everything too. It was one of his best games when we played Arsenal at Anfield. I remember. Verts, that's a foul. Come on, is that a foul? No, is that a foul? I thought Verts was through on goal there. Kirkez or Ibu? For me, the two best players, I would say probably Kirkez and Ibu. No, Martinelli in the box. Oh, it's a cross that's way over, and he was offside anyways. And Virgil is fuming that it took him that much time to wave the offside. Wait, who got a yellow? Oh, Slot's assistant manager got a yellow. Bro, that's the cross from Martinelli. Here we go. Yeah, Hulsaf. Come on. Come on, someone's got to do something. Wow, Arsenal are poor. Was that a pass from Declan Rice? Declan Rice just puts it out of play. Declan Rice just puts it out of play. Ooh. It's going to be a goal kick for Arsenal. Oh, come on. Come on. Oh, that's nice from Gakpo, actually. He's won us a free kick. 86th minute. Bro, it's crazy. It's crazy that this game is 0-0. It's the 87th minute, and it looks like both teams are just happy for it to remain the way that it has. That's crazy. The stats are so dominant for us, though, in the second half. 69% of possession we've had. We've had 5 attempts. They've had none in the second half. If I was go 12, like I said, I would have brought on Rio way earlier than this. Rio, like I said, has that X factor. He's not going to have fear with his age. He's just going to come on and try to just ball out. And that's what is needed in this game, because right now it's a whole lot of just safe. And Rio, like I said, brings you that little bit of spite, that little bit of something different that I think is needed in a game like this if you want to try to score. You know what I mean? But right now there's just no... Like I said, it looks like both teams are just happy with a kind of a 0-0, even though we've at least tried more. But man, imagine you're an Arsenal fan at the Emirates right now. Go on, Kirkez. Go on, Kirkez. Go on. Gravenberg has it. Come on. Oh, that's such a poor pass. At this stage, you think both teams are just happy with a draw? Yeah, I'm not a fan of that, though. Come on. 2 corners, 2 shots on goal, bro. That's so disappointing. It is surprising, though, like you're saying, that Slot hasn't made... Has he really not made a single sub? Bro, Arsenal have made 5 subs, and we've made none. That's kind of crazy. They're saying so far, man of the match is Gravenberg or Maka or Kirkez. All of them has 7.4. How much additional time will there be? How much additional time? 4 minutes of additional time, you guys. Gabriel Jesus. First shot on target for Arsenal, but it's a comfortable save for Alisson. It was just straight at the keeper. Four minutes. Ooh, Alisson is there again. Come on, are we going to get one last chance? Come on. Now it's all Arsenal. I don't like this. Bro, Ibu Konate might be my man of the match. Genuinely. I'm fuming right now. Thibaut Courtois. Why are you fuming, bro? I'm fuming that we haven't made subs. That's what I'm fuming about. Otherwise, the performance, I think we've been better than Arsenal. So I'm not fuming about that. Lads have played... I think we have been better, bro. But like I said, I think Arteta will be happy with the result. We had so much more possession in the second half. We had like around 70% of the possession in the second half. We had like 65 to 70% of the possession. Konate got a yellow. Oh no, guys, does that mean Konate? Oh no, I thought maybe that would mean he'd miss the next game, but I guess not. Otherwise, they would have said it on the TV. No! Is that a serious injury for Connor Bradley? No. Oh no, it's a serious injury for Connor Bradley. Oh no. No. Bro, why is he so injury prone? I feel so bad for Connor because he's such a class player. Look at Martinelli, bro. Get the hell. Bro, I honestly, Martinelli, send him off. Do you see that? Connor Bradley is literally injured and Martinelli pushes him when he was on the ground. Nah, bro, Martinelli, honestly, get off the pitch. Martinelli, get the hell off the pitch. He was already extremely injured, Connor Bradley, and then Martinelli does that. Honestly, Martinelli, get the hell out of that pitch. The disrespect Martinelli showed there for a player who has to be on a stretcher. The disrespect from Martinelli, honestly, I'm sending that boy off. Absolutely sending Martinelli off. That's a disgrace. Absolute disgrace. I'm pissed off. Wow, what a sad ending to this game. Connor Bradley carried off on a stretcher. That's horrible. I'm pissed right now. I'm pissed right now. Nah, Glock, I'm not talking about the injury. I'm talking about pushing him when he's down and in a lot of pain. That's so disrespectful. It's going to be a last chance of the game is going to be a corner for Arsenal. I have no clue if it's ACL or not, but it's clearly a serious injury if he's forced off on a stretcher. And I'm absolutely gutted for Connor Bradley. Delior says, I thought I'd come back to see a goal. Well, you didn't miss anything except serious injury for Connor Bradley. To be fair, UEFA, we have no idea, so we can't say. We can't say. Ooh, Gabriel missed. GG's, guys. That's the end of the game. Full-time whistle was blown. Arsenal 0, Liverpool 0. And there we are, you guys. The full-time whistle is blown. Arsenal 0, Liverpool 0. And all I can think about right now is Connor Bradley being carried off on a stretcher. I hope he's going to be okay. Man, that was disgusting from Martinelli as well. The fact Connor Bradley was on the floor in pain and he just pushed him like that. I can't believe it. But anyways, in the second half, we were definitely the better team. Arsenal, they didn't even look like they wanted to play at all. And Alisson didn't have to make a proper save. So I definitely thought we were a better team. But without a striker, we were just missing that spark. And I don't know why Slot didn't make any changes apart from when he brought on Gomez at the end there with the injury. Why he didn't make changes. Like, bring on Rio, bro. Like, we had the ball. We needed someone who had that X factor about him, and Rio had that. So I don't understand that from Slot. But in the end, it's not such a bad result. But what do you guys make of the game and the result? Yeah, Mason, I'm frustrated, bro. But we were better than Arsenal. Seriously, we were better than Arsenal. How are you guys feeling now? How are you guys feeling about the game? What are we saying? We deserve to win, says Him Kong. Trent, Trent is definitely the biggest, the player we're missing the most this season. For me, FIFA, we're missing Trent more than Diaz. In a game like this, he could have been the difference maker. In a game like this, he really could have. But man, that was big up Jalapeno, my brother. Big up Jalapeno, who says I was there. I would have whacked Martinelli so hard. Otherwise, second half was promising, but we really needed someone like Ekitike. A draw against Arsenal away isn't such a bad result, IMO. I agree, Jalapeno. How was the atmosphere though, Jalapeno? I'm just wondering. Because Arsenal, if I was an Arsenal fan in that second half, I would have been like, damn. They were so poor, they didn't try to do anything in the game. That's what I'm shocked by. They're the league leaders. Cold Omar, nice to see you, my bro. There should have been about 3 goals. I don't think so, bro. Given the chances, I don't think so. Given the chances. I think it was a good. Slot's game plan almost worked out today. We should have snatched a goal. I mean, I think the best chance was the Frimpong Verts one on the counter. If he had just found flow there, he would have been in such a dangerous position. It was better than we have been, but still flaws, lots of them. We should That should be our absolute bare minimum. Yeah. But still you have to like we're missing so many players, especially in the attack. We have Frimpong and Verts as the wingers. Yeah, bro. How long do you think Ikitike has gone for, and why didn't he make any subs? I think Ikitike will be back for not the FA Cup game because we won't need him for that as much, but the game after that he should be back. So that's the good news. Hopefully back to start because there's a decent amount of time between then. Then you know. I want to see if there's any pics of Connor Bradley in the drive, cause bro, that's all I can think about right now. Connor Bradley. Bro, the first post I'm gonna do is man of the match. I would go for Kirkez or Ibukonate. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Oh man. Kirkez was brilliant, so that's the first. That's gonna be the first appreciation post I'm gonna do. It's gonna be for Kirkez. Because Kirkez I thought was outstanding, and he had to be up against an electric. We don't know what the injury is with Connor Bradley, but it looks like it's serious. That's what's horrible. It looks like it's serious. Bro, I think Alisson or Gravenberg deserve MVP. You think Alisson, bro? He didn't have anything to do that game. I definitely don't think Alisson. For me, it's Ibu Konate or Kirkez. Like I said, bro. For me, it's between those two for man of the match. But no, Gravenberg was very good. But like I said, Alisson, bro, yeah, I know there were a few corners where he did well to to step up and everything, but I don't know. I don't think he had much to do. Any significant saves to make, you know? Happy about the result. I'm not pissed about the result. I'm pissed at Martinelli right now, and I'm worried about Connor Bradley's state of his injury. Because at the end of the day, it really wasn't an exciting game, that's for sure. But but like I said, for me, I'm just pissed about. I'm pissed about the behavior from Arsenal. That's what I'm pissed about right now. Because injuries are serious things, and if that's Connor Bradley out for the rest of the season, I'll be absolutely gutted for him because he's just been so unlucky in his career with injuries, and he just, I would just be so gutted for him. No clue, bro. It's just terrible. It's a disgrace, is what it is. I'm just doing the post right now of Martinelli and Connor Bradley. Bro, the full concentration it takes to do a post, I apologize, guys. I apologize right now, but it just shows the levels of concentrations it takes to do one Instagram post, bro. It's crazy. Thought Maka was brilliant today. I agree, Vasudev. I agree, Vasudev. I absolutely agree. And if he keeps his form up like that, that's going to be that could change our season, Vasudev. If our OG midfield three, Gravenberg and Maka, are back to their best, bro. Bro, I'm gonna make a video on that right now. I'm fuming. Damn, it took me that much time? 20 minutes? Took me that much time, bro? Family Guy obsession? My favorite was The Simpsons, bro. That was my favorite. The Simpsons. Simpsons. Oh, bro, I miss it. I might watch some Simpsons tonight. Bajatic probably won't play for the first team again this season. Znan, I'm gonna make a video right now. Anyways, guys, that is going to be the end of this live. That is going to be the end of this live, as I have to prep right now. I'm going to prep a video on the Martinelli moment because I'm still pissed at that, to be honest. I'm still pissed at that. But yeah, honestly, it's a frustrating result because it felt like if we had Hugo Ekitike fit, that's all I can think about right now. If Hugo Ekitike was fit for that one, the game was there for the taking. It didn't really look like Arsenal wanted to win it in the second half, at least. So it's frustrating, but at the same time, for me, the fact we're keeping clean sheets and that Arsenal didn't really have to test Alisson, that is a positive for me. And I know that's clutch. I know we have bigger issues and everything else, but it's still something to take confidence with. But I'm just, like I said, I'm just pissed with Martinelli right now. I'm just pissed. But anyways, guys, thank you as always for joining the building. Thank you. We wanted to win. Did look like you wanted to win in Glock. I'm sorry. But Alisson didn't have to make one serious save. But at the same time, I get it. Glock, like you said, you're, 6 points clear? Are you 6 points clear? So you didn't need to win it. Like, you are top of the league and you deserve to be top of the league right now. But like I said, I think it's just safe football from Arsenal. But so is Slot. You know what I mean? But anyways, guys, have a beautiful rest of your day. And I will see you on Saturday then for the Egypt. For those of you that can make it for the Egypt Ivory Coast game. And then on Sunday, we'll do the El Clasico. And then on Monday, there's a Liverpool game. So lots of live streams to come. So all the best.